Hello, this is Iron Bill back again with another video. You know, it's been an interesting few days. I kind of thought that I would have nailed down a PS5 or an Xbox Series X by now. I was wrong. I've been off and I've been enslaved to my computer and my phone apps, and I'll tell you what, the bots are extreme. So what I do is I play like you're watching now and the various activities, because the other thing is, with the dawning going on, there's a lot of just grindy stuff to do. And yeah, so I'm grinding this. I have my computer set off to the side, a secondary monitor, where whenever I'm traveling, I start flipping through all of the available web pages to try to nail down an open window. I also have tracker bots, or not bot. I don't run a bot, but they're, I don't know what you want to call them, online trackers that you can link to that will show you when stock comes in. I have those running. Man, I'm doing everything I can to make this happen. So it'll either work or it won't. Anyway, I'm about tired of sitting in this seat. And, you know, if it wasn't for the quarantine and all that business, I wouldn't do this at all. I'd be out just doing something else. But in truth, I don't really have anything more that I can do right now, because what else am I going to do? There's only so much TV I can watch. There's only so much exercise that I can do at my age. You know, there's just so much I can do. So here I am. Anyway, a little bit of the discussion that I'm curious about, and I don't know how many people watch this who actually have their hands on the two variations of the next generation consoles, the Xbox Series X or the PlayStation 5. But what I'm seeing right now is it's pretty much a straight trade between the two. And by that I mean that they essentially can do the same thing. And one of the reasons that I was interested in the PS5 is that I still have a PlayStation account, and I have friends who are on PlayStation who want me to get one. Now, on the flip side, I also, if I bought an Xbox Series X, I would get, I think, basically with any deal you get, you would get a year's subscription, maybe two, to their online service. And that's interesting. So it's not like I wouldn't think I would have to go into it immediately for another cost. Although, oh, and I wouldn't have to buy. I mean, I would have to buy the next. I would have to buy Beyond Light. I wouldn't have to because it's free to play. Destiny 2. I wouldn't necessarily have to buy that while I was trying it out. So, I don't know. There are just some interesting possibilities here. And on top of that, you know, I've got a little cash in pocket right now for a variety of reasons, and you know, it's a good time for me to experiment. And the thing is, too, with places like Target or Walmart or Best Buy, you know, you can try stuff out for 2 weeks and take it back as well. So, like, if I don't figure I can lose. If I tried an Xbox, for instance, and I didn't like it, then I know I could take that back. I've never been on Xbox, is the only reason I'm really questioning that. I know it's a good gaming service, and they've got a lot of great titles, and it's definitely something that it has a huge audience. I just don't know if it's the right move for me. PlayStation I don't question so much, because I've been a PlayStation owner for years, and dating back to the original PlayStation. So, you know, I know what I'm getting with that pretty much. And I know how PlayStation and Sony handles things. So that does not make me nervous, and I wouldn't look back on that purchase. I would prefer to have the disc version, but even if I didn't get the disc version, you know, you could put on external discs, and you could handle any games that, you know, you had on disc if you wanted to look backwards. And I don't even know that I would. So it's kind of it doesn't matter that much. But as far as Destiny is concerned, crossplay is going to be a thing in 2021. Crossplay, at least between Xbox and PlayStation. So with regards to my friends, it doesn't really matter to go Xbox, because I'll be able to play with them anyway. So I'm looking forward to that, I think. Now, as far as crossplay between PC and console, I think that's a bad idea. One of the reasons that I'm not filming a lot of PvP right now is I'm just tired of the cheating. I'm just literally tired of it. And I thought if I got a console, that would be another reason to go back into PvP and try that out again. Gambit I just don't like. I mean, I'm just never gonna like Gambit. And some things just don't appeal to you. For instance, I don't like tea. I just can't force myself to drink it or to like it. I can't make myself like it. It's just one of those things that I dislike on contact, and Gambit is that way to me. So, anyway, I enjoy PvP to a point if I feel like I can get a fair match. I've always complained about the matchmaking not being right, but if you're doing crossplay and you broaden your pool out, then you know what? That opens the possibilities for Bungie to do some good things with the matchmaking again. And they could go to, say, for instance, skill-based matchmaking again, and because they're combining all of the consoles into one unified pool, there'd be no reason you couldn't do that, because even the higher skilled people would be able to find matches that wouldn't be across the planet, which, by the way, is a legitimate concern. I've been good enough at times to experience some of that. I'm not currently, that's for sure, because I can't remember the last time I played PvP. Anything else here? We've been going for about 6.5 minutes here. This isn't going to be a real long one. But I am curious about opinions on the consoles. I could always use good information. And the other thing is, I mainly stick to the big retailers in terms of purchase. And I definitely wouldn't purchase anything off eBay or anything like that, because when you have this much of a profit capability, the scammers, the people running the bots, the unscrupulous, I mean, they're going to take advantage of an opportunity. And when you have 300% and 400% markups on units, which is what we're seeing right now on eBay, you better believe if somebody's willing to gouge you that way, they're willing to rip you off if they can get away with it. So I no matter what, I'm not going that route. But there are some other companies I've not done a lot of business with. I've also heard some bad things about GameStop being kind of shaky on the way they're handling orders, and I'm a little loath to go with them. I think personally, based on what I have done in my experience here, I think I will probably stick with the big box retailers. So anyway, I'm just rambling here. Not much else to add. It's been a good holiday, such as it has been. I mean, it's been laid back. That's been kind of nice. I mean, the silver lining to the whole coronavirus thing is that, ordinarily for Christmas for us, and this is just a side note to the video tonight, so forgive me. Normally it's just rush. We have so many family places to go to, so many events, and they just stack one upon the other, and usually just wind up feeling exhausted when it's over. You know what? I mean, it was kind of nice to not have to do that. And I didn't get to see my girls in person, both of them anyway. I did get to see one, didn't get to see the other. But we did video conference, and that was nice. And, I have a hearing problem too. And this was the first time I had a conversation with both of them at the same time where I could understand what was being said because I had my headphones on. And so, it's not the worst thing that's ever happened to me, but anyway, that's probably enough rambling for the night and enough background footage going here. Obviously, just doing strikes here. Nothing special. Oh, and by the way, looking at this ship, if you are doing the Dawning stuff, and I do recommend you do it if for no other reason than to get the weapons and to rank up, it's a great opportunity to do that. Make sure you load the ship. Get that ship, put it on any character you're playing, because that'll speed up the amount of parts, and it just speeds up everything. So I'm not even quite sure everything that it does do, except when you earn materials, it increases the chance for you to get Dawning Spirit at the very least. and that's no small thing. So it may also boost your experience. I don't know that. I haven't tested that, and I've not read that in documentation. But then Bungie's not really great about documentation, are they? So with all that said, this has been sort of a rambling video. A little different than what I typically do. I mean, normally I'm trying to show something. This has been more just of a one-sided discussion. I do hope you've enjoyed it in some way, but I'm going to cap it off here. This is Iron Bill saying good night.